Hey folks, how's it going? RedMaster here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Ranked with Red, where today we're jumping in with Nature's Necromancy. But before I want to jump in, I did kind of want to talk about where we're at with the channel right now. If you haven't already seen, I put out a community post over the weekend, kind of mentioning that right now CNC 2 is not in a complete form. We've been told there are massive revamps and reevaluations going on with the game after its reception on early access, and for that reason they're going through a lot of changes, kind of reevaluating how the game will be structured. And for that reason, I figure it's not really best to show off its incomplete form with content right now. So instead of doing a lot of that CNC2 stuff, tutorials, deck videos, gameplay, etc., we'll be kind of taking a break and going back into some CNC1 while the game is undergoing its changes. And on top of that, maybe some other games that you guys have recommended. Some people have left some great game suggestions in that community tab. So we'll maybe be exploring some other games in that department. But I figured, why not take it easy? A lot of people want to see some CNC1 content, so we're jumping back in. And of course, we are doing another Ranked with Red for the January 2022 season. This time with Nature's Necromancy to kind of redeem itself from the terrible last month that it had. But I think that is going to be it for me, so I think we shouldn't delay any further and get to the game. So let's go ahead and jump in. Match number 1, Nature's Necromancy, January 2022. Let's see how it goes. Alright folks, and match number 1 underway. Just make sure the audio is all good here. We kind of have to quickly skip through our mulligan here, but that's no big deal. We do have a pretty nice opener. We do have the Dragon Knight, we do have the Shaman, Mystic Journey. Got a couple of options here, but not a lot going on right now. We are actually going to pass because we're going to go for a turn 3 Dragon Knight. This is going to allow him to ramp pretty heavily here, and that blacks to make things a little bit uncomfortable at the moment. Yeah, we kind of have to go for the Dragon Knight here, opting to now go for the Dragon Knight instead of the Drake, because putting in the Drake would be a little unfortunate here. But he is going to get some ramp. We do have the Freezing Pillar for whatever big threat he decides to pull out. Looking like it's just going to be a Wizard for now, which is a little annoying, but not the end of the world here. We'll go for the Shaman play. Get a bit of draw going. We do have the combo of Rat King, Mystic Journey, so that is looking fantastic. However, we don't really have a lot of strong stuff for it. That is a little awkward now, isn't it? Yeah, this is a little awkward here on what I want to do with this. We could go for the... Actually, I think we'll just sit back and go for a rally play here. Move some things up, kind of get them out of the way. Just a little bit. Kind of keep things some spaced out. I am worried about a Mystic Journey Rat King still, but our presence on the board should mean that we're not taking a whole lot of damage off of it. We'll see. Elvish into our Faithful. Fine, no big deal. Get a trade there. His Wizard should probably be falling back here to protect itself. Yeah, just like that. Does he have a response, though, for our Peasant in the back? No, just getting straight up defense that way. That is a Rat King. I think we can go for a Rat King here. Pop that. Pop into that to clear the Wizard. We do have another Rat King, so it's not a huge deal if we are losing at least one of these to a combo here, keeping things again somewhat spaced out so we can get some good value. Here it's going to be... Oh, Mordock. Hello. Mordock is a little gross here, but no big deal. Popping the Rat King. Love to see it. Alright, and back to us now. Now, we don't have a lot of chain. Yeah, this is a little bit of an awkward hand. We don't... I think I'll just go for another Rat King play here. Put the Freezing Pillar there. Move in. Kind of creating some small bits of chaos. The problem is our guys aren't exactly juiced up anyway, so we can't really get the value out of these big plays that we're making. We can't capitalize on it because our guys are just too small. Another temple, interesting. Sells enough gold for a Rat King play here, which could be a bit annoying. But if it's just a temple, that is fine. Okay, so it's gonna be fine. Ugh. I kind of see what I want to get out of the draw here. We'll lose that rat. It's fine. No big deal. That is not a good card. Oh, boy. Yay. I think we'll just pop the Banshee here. This has to be okay for now. Give him a reinforce. Sure, do with that what you will. And then I guess just follow up with the Beastmaster to potentially set up a Beastmaster Mystic play. I'll go up here. See what he's got. We do still have a Rat King Mystic combo, so that's not nothing to worry about. Plus, we have Beastmaster on board now, so we can get a little bit out of that. He goes to the Reinforce and the Execution. Interesting. Okay. So still doesn't really have a way to clean up the... Oh, and that's the perfect pull. Smith will be exactly what we need to clean up the Mordok down here. We'll chip 2, kind of negating the Reinforce. And then I think... I don't go for that. I think I just go for a rally here to establish more bodies on board. Let's be careful where we place these. Probably should have moved that one all the way up. I guess I'll go here. Bring this up. Again, everything has chain 2, so we have to kind of be mindful of that. But the blacksmith is a great way to kind of equalize the board state a little bit. Although, really should have kept that Beastmaster. Okay, there's a Yarm. Yarm is decent for the situation, but not doing a hell of a lot. Goes to the Freezing Pillar, which is the correct call there. I think we should go ahead and clean up a bit. So pop here. Do I want to do... That's gonna trigger first. That's probably not a good idea to do that. I think I'll just go for this. The rat moves up. Top tree spawns first, so let's bring some things away from the fray here. Connect that. Gets into, yep, that back tree. We'll lose that. And I think we'll just... Oh, I forgot to attack with the rat. I hate when I just forget an attack. Gross. Alright, let's see what happens here. Wraith popping into that. Ooh, alright. Some nice value there out of the Wraith. The Captain. Gonna pop my Leanna most likely, right? Yep. To be expected. Wraith in the main deck, though, is interesting. And then a Sharpshooter for follow-up. That is fine. We do have a response for that. Nothing to seriously worry about. I think we should probably connect with that play then this turn. Centaur, pop the Sharpshooter. Keep the rat, I believe, back here. We can't do much about that. We could probably move the blacksmith back out of the way up here. Probably move this guy over here. Lumber comes up. Make a rush there. We'll play Drake as well. Kind of overwhelm him with bodies at this point because he is running out of cards like we are, but we have more of the field advantage. We have the board presence. Granted, he does have a couple of buffs. That's gonna move. Oh shit. Is that okay. Probably should have been more aware of that. Yeah, that's kind of me. That's on me. Ooh, that is a good pull though. Let's pop that. Let's pop the Wraith. We'll go Temple, go into our reanimate play. We do get a little bit out of that, actually. I think that we'll take that. Go ahead, do some things there. We should probably be mindful of the double draw that we're going to get ourselves into, so we probably should just hold back. Again, Racking Mystic is probably how this game is going to end, probably for one of us. So we probably should just be more aggressive here and end the game. Dagger getting... Okay, my Wraith and the Horseman. Does Horseman have two? It does have two. Okay, so the Horseman is the luckier one in that case. Cloak. Ooh, Cloak pass. Alright. I think we can just do this. All right. Guess we can lay on a bit of damage as well. I'm not super concerned that we'll lose the Wraith here. We're getting up on damage essentially. Can I even afford to do? No, I don't think I can. I mean, we can get it out. Yeah. We'll play our, what's it called? Dragon Knight, set up some kind of Mystic Journey play potentially to end off the game here, but this is fine. Again, creating a bit of a mess for him to deal with in his back line that really isn't easy, aside from like maybe Mystic Rat, but even then, it's a little wonky about how he'll get to that point, so I think this is fine. We also probably might be just playing out this game too long. We probably should have ended it a while ago, but here we are. Kind of allowed some of the stupid plays to shine through. No big deal though. This should be pretty nice. I'm gonna pass on that. Beastmaster is cool. I don't think it's gonna be able to end off anything though, right? Because things are just generically in the way. I guess we'll move this up here. Move this up out of the way, and I guess just throw Mordok in the open lane here. I feel like that's the play. Just be really nasty and aggressive with the Mordok because he can't get to it per se, at least not yet. I don't know. Could that have been a mistake? Maybe. Oh, more freeze. Oh, Yenneroth. Oh shit. That's not good. Well, there's a Yenneroth of our own. Actually, no, we just have lethal here, right? Because, oh no, this is our Wraith. We can't chain. We can't chain to it. We can't chain to that the way I want it to, so probably just Yenneroth sit. He's kind of made it really awkward for him to get away with anything from his own Yenneroth, so we'll just stall. Hopefully be enough to end it out here, because of course the Rat King spawns are a little awkward now too for him. And if he doesn't have the... If he doesn't clear the Yenneroth this turn, we can just Mystic Journey, close out the game. I think that's how we're going to do it. Alright, I think... I don't know. The game's still going. It's been 12 minutes. It's been 13 minutes, actually. We're still in game 1. This is not fantastic, but this is the state that we've created for ourselves out of a lot of dumb mistakes, misplays, and okay. Alright, cool. You want to freeze the Yenaroth? That's fine. Not like I'm using him for much anyway. And clearing off his own rat. That seems fine. I'm not really using the Yenaroth for much anyway. Master Thief. Do that. That's all good. I think you just got to pass back, right? If I could draw actually a companion here would end the game too. No, I'm thinking about it. If we draw like a Spiny or something. No, it's a reanimate. I think we'll just freeze off the board again. Journey that, right? And probably should be careful how I do this play, because I think I want to do... Comes up here. You're not going to push back, right? Yeah, you're not. That's perfect. Pop those. Cheeky reanimate play? No, we don't get it. We can pop his own Yenaroth, though, which is probably... Oh, wait, no! Oh, shit! Oh, if I lose the game because of that, I'm so stupid. I'm so greedy and I'm so stupid. I spent the whole game around that too. I got greedy and stupid. Fuck me. No, he doesn't have it. Poggers. I thought we just lined ourselves up for a Yarm, but oh dear God. I'm sweating out of my ass on that play here. Yay. Sure, Cannonball Barrage, yep, all good. Alright, well, a ton of stupid mistakes, but, you know, clearly we are not punished for them, coming out of game number 1. Not the best work we could have done, but there is still more games to play, so let's go ahead, jump into game number 2, and hope we can have a better mindset for it. Holy hell. Alright, game number 2 following underway here. Do I want the Bestial? I don't think I want the Bestial Rage, actually. For this matchup, it's not ideal to have it. Oh, the Mystic Journey. Cool. Are we going to win the game off of that? Who knows? Oh, we're starting things off how everyone loves to in their games. Turn 1 Lumber. We unfortunately can't respond to that. So it looks like we're just going to take the pass. Awaken. All right. Love to see it. This should be fun here. This is going to be a little awkward, but let's go for the Rat King here. I'm going to try and set up a Mystic Rat spawn block turn 1. Early game, I should say. Magic Eater. Ooh. Alright, Magic Eater complicates things a little bit. That is an annoying card. It really doesn't give much value to the awakening stuff he's doing. I guess we'll go for it. I mean, we kind of have to, unfortunately. Go ahead. I'm going to bop the Maddie here, because bopping the Maddie means that we prevent any sort of, like, bounce shenanigans that he might have. We'll hit Dojo, we'll hit Face, run up all the rats here. The great thing about these matchups is that you don't have to worry about Chain. This would be an ideal way to end game if it wasn't for the Eater down here. He'll be able to free up some space, but hopefully we can get around that a little bit. Just with how many bodies we have at this early on in the game. And with how little gold he has, the hand could get a little gummy. But let's see. Oh, nope, he's got the answer. There is the Dagger Storm. Cleaning up 3 out of the 6 rats we've played, which is not bad. Thief as well, another great answer here. Gonna do a bit of work. Actually, a lot of good work for him. Damn. We don't have enough room to get a lot of value here. That is a bit unfortunate. I mean, for now, let's just keep hitting in. if we had a lightning blade potential here, I mean, we still kind of do, but he'll most likely clean off all 3 rats in this same turn, which would be... It is what it is. It is what it is. We're not going to worry about it too much here. If he can't, then great, but it's more than likely with 6 gold and a couple other resources on the board right now, he should be able to clean things up. Let's see. Yeah, Serpent Witch, yeah, that'll do something here. And then the Elvish Thief comes up in the back, right? Should be able to just, yep, swoop right around. All right. Not bad, not bad. Meditation, too, on the Witch. That could get a little gross. And the Eater, oh, I just realized that's a great pull for him. I mean, I guess I don't really have a choice here. I'm going to go for the Beastmaster, which has some serious potential to be picked off. But it's not like we have a better option at the moment by the nature of the game. He did get a little aggressive. I mentioned it was going to be a bit more of a risk, but yeah, now we're paying for it. Our draws for follow-up weren't exactly great to capitalize off the Rat King, so yeah, that's fine. Let's see, Badger, another Dojo. Okay, so he is getting his Awakening Ramp engine going, which isn't great for us. Not what we love to see. That is actually pretty nice. If only we had a better way to maneuver that. I mean, we could pretty much cut off his entire draw engine right here with the... I think we have to do that, right? Yeah. I think we do kind of have to do that. This gives us a Eater a little bit more of a boost, but it's worth it to just completely pop these dojos, right? Cut off all the draw he's getting. And just pop that in case he finds a way to kill Beastmaster. Maybe not the right move, maybe a little aggressive on my part, but by cutting off the buildings, we ensure that his Awakening engine doesn't pop off here, despite it meaning that we might just die from an overload of damage. I think we should have enough to clean up, though, for the retaliation. I say that, and, you know, we're seeing things like Shaman. We do have Yenneroth. I think that's the big saving grace that we have here that we need to be mindful of. And the Eater retreats. Interesting call there. Ooh. Yeah, that is one of the big ones that I'm talking about. So I think... I think we'll Shaman here. Shaman pop into that. I think we just... reestablish our little, like, rat brigade here. Yeah, we'll establish a little bit of a rat brigade here for some defense. I don't think we're gonna die. I say that, and there could be like multi-strike and a bunch of the shenanigans here, but we should have enough to potentially have him kill maybe the Rat King and then get like a Yenneroth. I probably should have put the Rat King in front, but I want to make him think that the Rat King's a high priority because we have Mystic Journey, which we don't. But it should be enough of a little like confused tactic to scare him and have him kind of zero in on the Rat King for now, eyeing at that could be another miss. We've already done that once to him in this game, remember? So we're playing a bit of a bait game. And we do have things in response, like the Temple, which should be a way to give what remaining rats we have a bit of an extra power up to clean up the board. We are a bit ahead on resources as opposed to him, and yeah, he's going for Rat King. He notices that that could be a bit of a threat, so he wants to get rid of it. Shoo, wait a minute. Uh-oh. That's... I mean, okay, yeah. Oh, shit. Hello. Alright, a bit of a new wrinkle in the plan. I, That's not exactly what I wanted to see here. I guess what I can do... Pop that. Pop eater. Hold here. I mean, unless he's high IQ baiting me with a Mordock, I don't think this is going to be game. Actually, you know what? Just to be safe, we'll pop our own rat so that way he can't get a Mordock off of it. In case that is the play here. Badger goes into hiding. That's fine. He's going to mugging open up the door for Shaman. Horseman connects to the remaining rat. Not ideal. And they'll just shoot some more damage into my face. That's not cool of you, my guy. Why would you do something like that? Yeah, we're fighting on the back end on this one for sure. Can I get something? Nope, that's not the big thing I wanted. Gonna have to go with Yenaroth here. I don't think I can pop the Badger this turn, so we'll just do the Shaman, I guess. Badger's at what? 7? Yeah, we wouldn't be able to pop that. We could have just awkwardly collided, but not killed. And he probably has an execution for... Oh, no. He does not. Oh, it's a bit gross. A bit gross indeed. Reanimate again, not a card we wanted to see here. I guess what I can do... Throw down a temple block. Another one on the back, I guess. Thankfully, it looks like he doesn't have the way to kill me outright here. Building is a nice way to block. Shifting technique. Gonna get a spell. Fortify, which is a nice way to get it around a freeze that we have. So, damn. Oh, and a Dagger Storm. Doesn't let me kill off my own Yenaroth for the reanimate. Stinky man. All right. Oh, we could have used that too for the journey. Shit. Well, I think we just lose here. We do not have a viable play here with all the spells. As for much as Nature Necromancy is good, man, it really does brick lately. Maybe it's because of the too many elements we have moving all at the same time, but... that's a little gross. Yeah, because even if we draw something like a Yenaroth here, right? I don't think it would matter too much. Ooh, actually, hold on. That could be a big saving grace here. Let's just see here. Yeah, I think I have to do this. Journey. Kill this. A little weaker. That's fine. We hit into the Eater. We lumberjack his thing away. Phantom Strike isn't good. Pull the Mystic Journey to save our ass. Popping the Doom Ship. Ooh, and the Drakes might bring it back for us. The Drakes might bring it back for us, folks. I was going to reanimate here, but I think the Drake was a bigger play. Just to prioritize our survival. Alright. Couple things that we've done on the board. He's got a couple of spells. I know that. Phantom Strike. I forgot what he pulled, though, from before. There are a couple he's got. I think 3 out of the 6 cards are just random spells here. Ooh, and we're down to the wire for this one. Oh, boy. We turned it around. Turned it around. Are we going to win? Debatable, but... but we're here, and we're doing well, I think. Let's see. He's really debating here. He probably has a play set up. Okay, Bard. Armory. That's not the strongest play. There goes the Bard. Can he clear and block all at the same time here? How we feeling, Zach? Plunder? Yeah, alright. No, that is going to be it. And with that, folks, oh boy, we've gotten out of a tricky game. Dual Lightning Blade on the Drake. Let's clean it up for big damage. Whew. Alright, game number 2. Feeling good. Let's pop into number 3. All right, folks, number 3 underway with not a bad curve for turn 2. Drake into Reanimate, into Dragon, into Beastmaster is a nice way to start us off. We don't have a turn 1 play per se, but that's fine. I don't think it's going to be too terrible. He'll open up the Lumberjack. We'll let that come through. I don't want to waste the metal at this particular moment. And this allows us to see maybe what kind of strategy he's got developed here. Pirate, Crusader, probably going to be standard school stuff, which we do have outs for. The problem is we just have to find them in the game before he really sets up for his combos here. We're seeing a state already going down. We could follow up with the school in the next turn here. So we do have to find a way to get to his school and take it down before his draw engine gets going. Things like companions primarily are what we're going to be looking for. Yep, there's the pass turn. Beautiful, beautiful. Or the Dragon Knight Mystic Journey actually is another way that we can do it. So we'll Dragon Knight pop this, which is fine. We can probably coin out into Dragon Knight next turn to go into a Mystic Journey to pop his school. He'll get maybe a draw or two off of the school, unfortunately, but it is kind of what we have to do to establish a cleaner board and a more manageable game. That, or if he throws a Elvish Thief to block here, Reanimate, get some value here, maybe snipe away the building with a Horseman, or just get a big annoying body out of Wraith. We'll have to see, though. We'll have to see following his turn. He does have 4 gold, so mind you, he does have some options here potentially. Ramp does do a little bit more for your deck than maybe you might think. In general, I guess is a fair way to say, but we'll see what happens. We're waiting for something to kick off here, potentially. No, yes. I mean, we got our Drake. He's looking mighty adorable here, but our opponent not doing a hell of a lot. Just kind of strange. Oh, okay. He's debating the Dagger Storm. So he will Dagger Storm us. That is a bit unfortunate. I think I'll just coin out into the Dragon Knight then. See where that gets us here. If he had to, or not coin. He didn't coin that Dagger Storm. We'll coin out Dragon Knight. Him using the Dagger Storm is a bit of an interesting call here. He perceived the 2-3 as a bit more of a threat than most people would. So, I don't know. That's a bit of an interesting call on his part. But he'll respond with a Flux here, which is an interesting card. You love to see Flux doing her thing out in the metagame still for whoever uses her. Oh, that's a bit of an awkward draw. I mean, not necessarily awkward. I guess you don't really have any better plays to go for, so we'll go for the Shaman here just for some draw cycle. Meanwhile, pushing, I think, all these bodies in a place where maybe he can't set up school properly. Probably should have put the Drake out in front, but I think this is fine. He is on this sort of like, okay, another Dagger Storm. Hitting the Drake twice and the Shaman. I think not the one he wanted to see. He wanted to hit Dragon Knight so that way Flux could kill, but that is not how this played out, unfortunately. I got some good spell value, though. The Cloak is going to be what keeps him in, or this one alive. Which is fine. Another Alpha Strike, and Incinerate. It's a little gross. Go from Construction, Dissipate. Interesting. I think we'll go for the Beastmaster then at this point here. See if he's got any sort of direct removal for this. He can get the Execution out, but has a decent sized hand with a lot of minor spells in it. Not sure how useful those are going to be right now. Just judging by how much is going on. Horseman to the Beastmaster, not to the Beastmaster, the castle, not to the Beastmaster. That's what we love to see. We are staying alive a little bit longer in this matchup here. I imagine Incinerate to Shaman. Okay, that's a good play. I mean, I would have done it to Beastmaster, but this also eliminates the... okay. It's an interesting call here. I don't want to... I guess I can afford to do it. I guess we'll just go for the Rat King Mystic here. Oh, I blocked myself off for a rat. Forgot to move it up. No matter. I think this is still a pretty good position. We use the rats to just clear off the horsemen. I don't really think we have any bigger play to make right now, to be honest. Considering that he didn't burn off the Beast Smash, which is a usual, like, go-to everyone does the first chance Beast Smash hits the board here, but he's allowed the Beast Smash to come in this far. Also eliminating the Incinerate from his hand, which I thought was going to be a way for him to get easier damage. Oh, don't tell me we're going to dual Alpha Strike the bear. Okay, we hit once on the bear. Okay, interesting. At that point, I think I can just get away with doing this then. We'll do this. Wolf will come. We'll hit that. We'll connect Rat King and the rat to there. Triple unit reanimate off of this. Not really what we wanted to see out of that, but still good. We can't spawn block. The rats are too far out of place, so I think we'll just go... I probably could have maybe spawn blocked, but I think this is still fine. Then we can even rush our Beastmaster back up to the fray here, because of course there's no more beasts out, so if he dies, no big deal. Just a 3-3 now that we've got. But I mean, at this point, we've got a lot of damage coming in from all directions. We have a Centaur for maybe some late game enders. It feels like this was a school deck that really saw one part of its engine. Yeah, there's, okay, Robin's coming out to play. So Robin's everything valuable here to show us. He did coin out into a lot here. He didn't Alpha Strike, so, you know, he's got 2 in hand. Southport, okay. Seems good. Probably should actually maybe kill him this turn, if we can. Yeah, I think we can. Dual Banshees plus the Centaur is enough to kill him, so if he doesn't eliminate either of the 2 Banshees, we're in a good spot, but does still have 4 gold. Oh, yeah. He can eliminate both Banshees. Actually, can clear off the entire reanimate line we did. Yikes. Interesting. Okay, takes that out up top. Alright, bit of a weird order, but still works. And yeah, that is all she wrote. And I think, oh yeah, if it wasn't already evident here, let's go ahead, pop in our little lightning blade, and that is going to do it. I think we could have had the math there from the ambush plus Centaur plus the rats, but the lightning blade just pretty much guarantees it, and that will be match number 3 completed. Love to see it. We saw a lot of flux spells, but I think maybe those clogged up the hand a bit for our opponent too much, creating some weird scenarios and stuff like that, or maybe just some poor draws as well. Things like John Viev and Robbins were okay, but in that early stage, if he held on to them or got them off a mulligan, it would have been a bit weird, but regardless, we're doing well. Let's continue on with match number 4. All right, and number 4 is starting now. We do have a great opportunity with the Lumberjack for turn 1, but that's about as far as we can go at the moment. Everything else is a bit slower here. The Yenaroth, the Dragon Knight, not so much, but still considered a little slow. Centaur even. Ooh. I think I kind of have to give him this. I do want the Lumberjack draw very much so. If he has an Elvish Thief for me, be my guest. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, into more guaranteed ramp, I guess. Sure. Why not? Mordock. Great, but that is much better. We'll go for the Faithful Drake here to intercept the captain. Got some serious ramp, though, for turn 3. The captain. We are at 5, which is a bit of an awkward gold point. Alright, Horseman absorbing the headless shot. Love to see it. I was going to make the trade anyway, so him doing that is just a lot easier for us at that point. We'll go for a second shot here. Kind of keep things clearly out of the chain here. We are facing, I think, the first Viking deck of the day. Was the first match Viking, actually? I don't remember. Regardless, we'll keep it out of the fray. We don't have... we don't really have a clear play to make, do we? I guess I could just be a little bit of an asshole here and just Centaur the Smith away. This might be a cut and dry Mystic Rat deck here, so cutting off the buffs like that is important. We'll see if I was correct on the money and he was setting up for a Mystic Rat play. I mean, the loss of a blacksmith isn't going to do a hell of a lot. Pillar. Okay. That is something else. I think for that, we'll just go for a bit of a bigger, bolder play. That is popping. I think we'll do it up here for now, in case there's a second pillar in the hand. This is going to force him to try to choose which one he wants to freeze off. So this should be good. Create a big 4/6 threat. There is a lot of chain, yes, here, but I'm hoping that it's just not in the hand here. We're taking a bit of a gamble, if you will. Horseman shooting off. Ooh, the Drake. That is probably the best option for him to just stabilize. Unless he has more Cloak of Ice, maybe. In which case now he's debating between Cloak and... Yeah, okay. He was debating between Cloak and... what's it called? Killing the Drake, but I think that's a good play. I think I am just going to end up killing the Horseman here to free up both of my units. And I think on top of that, maybe just force a rally down the line here. Again, not respecting the chain here because I think he's got a lot on his plate to deal with. There's just too many elements moving here. And I think I'm exhausting a lot of his freeze, potentially. I say that and Lich comes out of his ass. Okay, wonderful. Man, this dude... Okay, so maybe this isn't a Mystic Rat deck. It's just a straightforward, here, have all my freeze type deck. But, I mean, if that's the case, so be it. I'll go for the Lumber Draw here. I figure that's a little bit more important. Pick up a Rat King, which isn't bad. I guess I'll also just pop Lich here. We'll run Mordok up and pass. The reason I'm popping Lich while he has no units on board is just because I don't want him to have a body for another Cloak play, potentially. And at this point, he needs to kind of have something like a Yenneroth or a unit plus Freezing Pillar to maybe effectively freeze, or another unit plus Cloak. But it looks like he will have that in the form of Sea Witch. It's a bit gross, too, actually. Ooh. We do have one of our own. That is actually very nice. I think we'll do this. Set up a Freezing Pillar there. Move this rat up. Move this Rat King right here, I guess. This is kind of doing a yarn. Do I want to do that, actually, now that I'm looking at the board? I don't think I do. I think we'll do that just to ease the potential bleeding we might face in a hot second. So, let's see. We're freezing off the Sea Witch for obvious reasons. That could be a big comeback tool. There's the Yarm, which I was pretty sure was going to be in the hand here, so I'm glad I kind of predicted that correctly. Didn't go for the target I thought he was going to, though, so hey, we'll take it. We will take in the Beastmaster. Yeah, not the Blacksmith is the big pull to look at here. It's like we have a couple options. Actually, we don't. We really only have the Beastmaster play that I'm looking at it. Yeah, let's go for the Blacksmith. I think obviously that needs to be a huge play we need to make. Lord. I think we'll Beastmaster as well. Ooh, there it is. There's the Bear Hog play we wanted. We got two of them. That's actually very nice to see. Move the Rat King, I guess, down here. Beastmaster in the back. This moves up front, I guess. It's a little awkward, but we do what we have to here. Turn 10 could see Yenneroth. Nope, Temple gonna be the play. Dual Temple. Uh-oh. Not good for our opponent. Yeah, going into the Yarm. We are gonna get our spawn though, so it doesn't necessarily affect that. Oh, that is a card. think I just want the damage, though. We'll do that. We'll hit into here, run the Wraith, run the Rat King, run the Beastmaster, run the Rat, and I think pass because we can't play any other card. Can't play the reanimate because obviously the Rat is 0 gold. Shaman coming out. Okay, doing probably more freeze shit. All right, back on your freeze bullshit. Because that's, I think, what this deck is entirely based around. At this point, I'm pretty convinced that it's no longer a Mystic Rat deck and it's just all freeze. He's popping into the Wraith with Shaman here. Okay, there goes the Wraith. Lumberjack is going to be a way to keep him alive for a turn. Lovely. Unless we draw a buff of our own. Oh, and Ice Weaving. Interesting. Oh, man, we're really running the freeze stuff. All the way, baby. All the way. Is that lethal? I have no idea. No, 1 turn off. Or 1 point off. But I think that's pretty much all she wrote. No healing in these colors. 1 turn before sudden death. Most you can do is clean up the board here, but no way that these colors have a OTK potential. Knockout on the Centaur. Probably just drew in hand, or else you would have used that long ago. Dagger Storm. Yep. Go for it, pal. Anything else in the hand that you can play, or is that just going to be it? Or we're just going to stall out. Looks like we are just going to stall out, which is unfortunate if he does. Oh, okay. Throwing up the respect here, so we'll give him the respect back. We will show the respect, and there is the surrender. All right, not bad. Not a bad game. Freeze deck. I didn't think there were those running around, but, I mean, I guess we maybe leaned more into the freeze side, but regardless, picking up the win, which is great, and moving on into our last matchup, number 5. All right, folks, and last game for the day here. A bit of an interesting hand here. Gonna replace the Shaman and the Reanimate here to see if we get anything a little bit cheaper. Drake is a bit cheaper. Leanna, unfortunately, is not. So it looks like we're gonna be in for a weird matchup, especially going up against the colors here. Yellow-blue could mean a myriad of things, but for now, we'll see what our opponent has got for us. Opening this up with a Salahar Lumber combo. All right, not too shabby here. Gonna hope that our damage goes elsewhere. Yes, it does. Beautiful. Love to see it. Could have a Blacksmith, though. Trade with Drake, pass back, and kind of establish things out pretty evenly here. Yep, looks like it's going to be the case. Not too mad about that. It is what it is. Following up with a fairly aggressive one as well. Interesting, interesting, interesting. I think I'm just going to go with the Dragon Knight play here, just to kind of observe what's going on. I mean, he shouldn't be able to kill the Drake right away, but the aggressive Blacksmith is a hefty follow-up. Oh, she has Wizard. I mean, that's fine, I guess. I guess I'll just set up Armory. Yeah, I'll take the shot. I don't really... Oh, hello. We'll take the shot and see what happens here, but we'll... let's see if there's any more visual glitches. I might have to fix that. You can't kill the Drake without sacking the Smith and the Wizard attack, but... Okay, he has a Cleric for it, so that's not going to be too bad for him. And then, yeah, just doing his thing up there, which is all good. Love to see it. Bear lucky? No, we're not lucky with the bear. That is unfortunate here. Let's make sure we're not doing... I think that's fine if we do this, right? And then pass turn. But let's go ahead and fix this recording a little bit. Alright, back after fixing the weird visual bugs here. Let's see what our opponent's got for us. Freezing Pillar. Interesting call there. I say interesting because it's a lot of setup in a position that's really bad against Chain. Hope he realizes that. I mean, I'm going to take it. Yeah, I'm gonna take that here. We'll go Temple into, I believe, which side do I want to do? I guess the Beastmaster side. It's gonna heal his pillar. But yeah, this should be fine. We don't unfortunately have the option to use a reanimate here yet, but I think we should still be okay. Let's see what happens though. Our opponent obviously has some plays to make still, the chain being pretty big for us, but the game of course not over. There is of course the trade into the Beastmaster that I was expecting. Wants to clear that off the board here. I understand. I think he'll respond. Okay, going for the Cleric here. Cleric responds. Blacksmith again. If we draw a Mystic Journey here, we can maybe close out this game. No, I'm going to draw something else, unfortunately. It's a little annoying, but, you know, it's not the end of the world here. I think we'll throw one of these Dragon Knights up to threaten the board a little bit more. Throw the other one back here. We'll get a Drake as well. I mean, unfortunately, we're in a really good spot in this matchup, but our hand is not providing much to push forward with that. The dual reanimates, we don't have anything to sack into. Leanna's not going to come out for a little while longer. The Rat King, I do want to hold until a journey comes into hand. So, again, it's a bit of a conundrum that we put ourselves in, but I think this is still very doable. Frog Prince coming out for turn is actually more than okay, especially connecting into that as well. This actually turns on our reanimate here. We can do Drake and a Dragon Knight here. Oh, not the Dragon Knight. Probably should have done the Dragon Knight, though. I forgot the chain does kind of nullify that. 1, 2. Love to see it. I guess we're going to I'll hold back the Lumberjack. There's no point in using that just yet. I don't want to set up more chain value for him, but this should be a bit of a weird spot for him, because he can, yeah, Yarm, but Yarm doesn't get him very far. And in fact, that just turns on the Lumberjack, gets better value out of it. Can do this, pop in. Yeah, here's a lumber for the Yarm. Love to see this. And then we can even just Shaman Centaur here as well for just additional pressure on the board. Another reanimate is fine. I don't think we're going to get much use out of it, though. But this should be very close to the end of the game. If this is a War Party deck, too many resources have been used. And yeah, there's the surrender. So, folks, it looks like we are going to go 5-0 this month for Nature's Necromancy. Love to see it. Love that the deck is still kicking despite the heavy bricks we find ourselves in. But with that being said, a 33-15 ranking won't be too shabby. We did take a bit of a tumble last month. With this deck, so understandably a lower record than last time. I think we're kind of pulling ourselves back from our terrible performance with this deck, like I said, in the last month. But overall, I'm very happy with the performance today, and I think that is where we're going to close it off. So let's go ahead and end off this video. Right, folks, and with that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy this episode of Ranked with Red. I know a bit of a longer one here, especially in the earlier games, but we're kind of just relearning, resetting here. What can I say? I feel a bit crusty in the gameplay every time I load back in, because it feels like I've been spending a lot of time within CNC2, and now that I've, like I said, mentioned, we've taken a break from that and kind of moving back into CNC1, plus some other things, is going to take me a bit of time, but overall, today's performance, not too bad. So, folks, that being said, if you did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like. If you did, be sure to share with your friends, spread the good word, and be sure to subscribe if you're new or haven't done so already to the channel. It's the best way that you can show your support and help us grow, all by clicking the subscribe button at no additional cost to you. But folks, that doesn't do it for me for now, so until next time, stay gaming.